Welcome, everyone, to the Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, all.
What's up, Ed?
Hello.
What's up, David?
What's up? What's up, everyone?
What's up, Vaughn?
What's up?
Okay, so let's talk about some Doctor Who. All right? My favorite subject, really. Start with David.
Well, what are we talking about in Doctor Who then?
Well, we're talking about, because there's some stuff going on where there's a certain group we're hearing that is getting access to all the locations to take pictures.
Yes.
Now, ordinarily, it would be fair if everybody got the information. It wasn't just one group.
Yeah.
But we're hearing stuff that it's not really being fair because these people are taking pictures. Then you can't share the pictures because then you get stuff happening to your channel and things. And it's not, fans are getting annoyed because they don't feel that it's like, what's the word? It's not, like, it's basically one-sided.
Yeah.
That this one person's getting the scoop, and this person, like, in other words, the Doctor Who sites that we go to, right?
They're creating a monopoly.
We're seeing that, like, some of the biggest Doctor Who sites are not posting anything.
No.
They're not posting pictures like they used to because they may not be allowed to post pictures like that.
Oh, so this isn't just about fans. It's about certain websites getting more access than other websites.
It's websites and it's fans also, because fans are not knowing what the locations are that would go there. Like, I'm talking fans that travel around with them. Fans that travel around whenever they have a location thing in the area. So,
yeah. What do you think, Vaughn?
I don't know. I think it's all messy.
I mean, we don't know if it's Chibnall that's making this one group, giving the perks, or if it's just somebody in general giving the perks. But we're not seeing the reporting that we're used to on these Doctor Who sites, and that kind of gives me some concern. Also, the fact that we can't really share certain pictures like we used to.
Yeah, that's not right.
And again, it's not really anything to cry home about. I mean, it's not like they're giving us a bone this time. I mean, we're seeing, like, Jodie Whittaker from across the street with the resolution being so damn low that
They could be a stunt person.
Right, we don't know. And they're showing, like, a building. They're not really showing anything. I don't even know what's up.
Are they going back to Totter's Lane? Now, that's a rumour that I heard, but who's returning to Foreman's junkyard?
That is something I didn't hear. I don't know. We know that there's multiple companions.
Well, oh God, there's too many companions, really, isn't there?
Another thing I'm worried about is the fact that this show may suffer. Not talking about traveling through time and space and Gallifrey and Time Lords and that, but it may become a political women's rights issue show.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Well, what does everybody else think? What do you think? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you.
Ben?
Yeah, I agree. We already lost Star Wars to pretty much that crap. We don't need to lose Doctor Who to the same
Star
thing.
Trek.
Yeah,
Star
it's
Trek
just
is
like,
shit. Let's be honest, it's crap. What do you think?
I don't say
that's a
gender
good point,
sort, but the whole, let's try to push it where women are more intelligent, more this and this, and they can do it in such a way to where it doesn't feel like you're trying to be sexist. That's the word I was trying to think of. So it's like they're trying to be more sexist due to it's their first female doctor, and they're blowing it.
Oh, you think they're blowing it already?
Pretty much. The way they introduced her, it's like they don't have confidence in her. Then they told her to keep her mouth shut, which tells me they don't have faith in her. And now they're doing this stuff here where
Oh, what do you mean? What sort of, give me an example from your point of view, at least.
Well, the way they introduced her, the past doctors, they had them introduced live, and then they introduced her by way of an ad. And due to the fact she was on that one TV show and she made the comment of, "Oh, I'm not a doctor, I'm not the doctor," they were afraid that she might be referring to the fact that she's not the real doctor for Doctor Who. So they told her to keep her mouth. It almost feels like they told her.
I don't understand what you mean. No, was someone saying this about her, or was it something she said in a script?
No, it's just there was a series that she was in, and she made some comment about.
Oh yes, yeah. Oh, she's playing. Oh yeah, there's another thing that's going to be broadcast before in there where she's.
Already was.
A doctor. Yeah. It's a BBC Three show. But how does that make? I mean, you have to. My brain's not working. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. So go into more detail about how this doesn't bode well from your. It
just seems like the BBC didn't have very much faith in her, so they did all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Which doesn't reflect well on the fact that if the BBC doesn't have enough in her to have. Oh, here's your live reveal.
No. Oh, you mean
how can the fans feel confident?
You don't think the BBC have faith in Jodie Whittaker herself, essentially?
That's what it feels like.
Also, the fake article about she went in there like once she got hired and demanded to have this pay. That was a baloney article if ever I've seen one, because they offered her the same thing that they gave to Peter Capaldi. So,
well, me and Joe, we were discussing that, weren't we? Basically, Joe, and we thought it's a load of bunkum.
Yeah.
Because Ben Scott Von basically, as Joe rightly put it, and I had already sort of realised it logically. At the very beginning, she'd be offered the same sort of amount that Capaldi and Matt Smith did. Yeah, let's get this straight. All this crap about it's not a gimmick. Yes, it is. There was nothing to stop them having a female doctor 5 or 10 years ago. Yeah, so they will throw sexism out for lots of excuses anytime. Hey, steampunk. They'll throw sexist out anytime they want to deflect any criticism of something that has nothing to do with gender, such as, say, quality of the script. Like that bitch, Kennedy, in charge of Star Wars. This double standard where, she's in that fucking T-shirt, the Force is female, and now she's, trying to pretend, just like Ghostbusters 2016.
Well, wait a minute.
Let me finish. She's going to pretend that she never tried to put a female spin on it. Like Ghostbusters 2016, they tried to claim that there was no feminist agenda, and yet there's this picture of all the production crew, all female, with signs saying what they do, which is fair enough. I can't stand that. People go doubling back. Anyway, go ahead, Joe. Welcome to the David Aston Show.
They don't need to make fake stories to boost her as the doctor by saying that she was a heroic. She went in there and says, "I'm a woman and I demand this pay." If you're going to make up garbage like that to boost her, she's not going to survive as the doctor. No. If you're going to keep doing fake stuff like that.
Yeah, I say, yeah, I know it's all bullshit. Well, how would you everyone do it in dealing with Jodie Whittaker or any female character for that matter in a way that's conducive?
They introduce her like every other doctor in a special or something, and the fans get to talk to her and the thing, just like they did Capaldi and everybody else. And you don't hide her from the public, and you don't give her a embargo or whatever. She can't talk about being the doctor for like weeks after the announcement.
Oh. See, I'm shit at this time in the morning. What do you think, Steampunk? It's good to have you on the show, by the way. Welcome to the David Aston's show and the Joe show. What do you think? How would you deal with it? If you were a producer with your sexy, lovely allure and your good looks.
You talking about with Doctor Who?
Yeah.
I have always wanted to see them go with female Doctor anyway. I have no problem with it. They haven't really. She's only been in one episode of Doctor Who, so I'm not judgmental until I actually see her in a full episode. If it sucks, it sucks. If it's good, I don't know. Probably not the answer you wanted to hear, but I'm willing to take it with an open mind.
Yeah, shit.
Jodie Whittaker, I'm willing to take her with an open mind. I don't have a problem with it. They were kind of, they were slowly sort of training the audience and letting you know that, Time Lords can spontaneously regenerate into female anyway. And then they had an episode with Clara where she was sort of like a pseudo doctor. And then Clara gets her own TARDIS. I don't have any problems. Let's see where it goes because, with Moffat, Doctor Who was getting very repetitive, and most of the season would usually be boring. I don't know.
Oh, somebody's joined us. It's
Suzy!
Hey, hello. Welcome to the show, Suzy. Great to have you on.
Hi, how you doing?
Yes. How's your day been in America?
I ride on a school bus almost all day long.
He's my number one fan.
So let's put it this way: I could make a parody of Doctor Who on a school bus. That would be totally good.
Yeah. Good to see you, Suzy.
Oh, good to see you too. So what's
All right.
going on?
We're just talking in general about Doctor Who, Jodie Whittaker, and all the stuff like our expectations and how we feel that she should be portrayed, or what we feel she should be doing as the Doctor.
Yes.
Here's a good question. How do you think everyone? Oh, see, this is like my show. Yeah. So if I can't hear you very well, we'll just basically anybody answer. Just enjoy answering it. But how would you deal with the fact that, in some respects, going back in time to certain periods in history, as a woman, it's going to be a totally different set of balls, if you pardon the expression, in regards to how they'll react to her as a woan. Yeah.
That was one of the fears I put out. That was like my fourth or fifth fear, is due to how history and certain cultures feel. I just have this fear that they're going to do the whole thing where this version of the Doctor is going to be inspirational to how certain historical moments with women history is going to transpire, whether it's women's suffrage or what's going on today.
No. But there's more to women, really, historically. Yeah. I think that's the big problem. They always focus on. There's two problems now. Some people in Hollywood. I was saying this to the wonderful Joe the other day. I had an absolutely fucking awesome time yesterday doing 2 shows with him. So thank you to you, Joe. But the problem is they always focus on the suffragette or the feminist thing. But women have a long history of achievements. Yeah. And if you want to say anything, feel free to interrupt me. So let somebody else have. Come on, think of a question. Throw it out there.
Well, I don't have a question, but I will say that I don't know if Doctor Who airs in the Middle East. That would cause some issues because women are still
China.
Dirt.
China.
So, women are like pretty much one step before
the chattel over there. Let's just put it that way.
And, I know this from previous experience, being surrounded by the Middle Eastern community. I mean, they're not all bad people. My problem is they're not going to accept a woman. They just aren't.
Saudi Arabia is really bad though.
Yeah. So, and I'm sure Africa has issues with that as well. So.
But
Yeah, Vaughn, I can hear you.
can y'all hear me clearly?
Yeah.
I can hear you, Vaughn.
Okay.
Okay. Did you hear what I said?
Hold on, let Vaughn talk. Hold on, everybody. Just be quiet. Get Vaughn.
I can't even hear her.
I think, hold on.
Oh, she's done.
I can hear you. We can hear you.
You can hear me. Okay.
Yes, go.
All right, here's the thing. They are not going to show the true struggle of women. They're going to gloss over it.
Oh, she left.
And they are going to say that, because let's just be honest and frank about this, her skin color is going to play a lot into the women's suffrage. They are going to, she is privileged in those days. So wherever she goes, she's going to have it easier than any other POC or anything, because she is, her skin tone is Caucasian. So they're going to gloss over it. She probably going to be dealing with the voting or something of that nature. She's not going to deal with the impoverished people or, you know, all the general struggles. She's not going to be into slavery because, you know, that's a different area, and that's also American history. So she's only going to deal with British and nothing else. So
we think,
but I think she's not going to go into nothing like that because it's a very touchy subject. I would like more depth into Doctor Who like that to see how people actually lived instead of camouflaging everything. But since that's how her color is and stuff, they're not going to do it that way. It's going to be her influence. A lot of things.
Yes, Steampunk.
Oh, I was going to say, okay, so I guess this is like a Doctor Who. This is the real Whovians, or?
Yeah, real Whovians cast, Doctor Who, yeah.
Anyway, I would say, I think we're overanalyzing, but yeah, I mean, the new showrunner for Doctor Who, somebody did a video about him. He had written a couple episodes that were like completely forgettable. And so some people are predicting that the new Doctor Who will suck, not because the Doctor is a female, but because the writer has a history of writing like...
Shut up! Sorry, go on, dude. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Lackluster stories.
What the...
I was like, what?
Well,
no, I can't remember. There was somebody who posted a video on YouTube about it. Like, the new showrunner for Doctor Who sucks because every episode he wrote sucked. Like, he wrote a couple David Tennant episodes. He wrote some Computer Capaldi episodes.
Star Trek sucks. Let's be honest.
It does not.
Well, the new Star Trek Discovery sucks. I will agree with you there.
It's gotten better. It's not.
Don't stray. Don't stray.
Here, but it's got.
Don't stray, Doctor. Stay your Doctor.
I just feel that they don't really care for it because it's where they broadcast it. They're doing it in a sort of special. They've made it a special thing. It's not being broadcast on the main thing.
I agree.
I think it'll just be based on the strength of the writing. And is he going to do a linear plot, or is it going to be a bunch of standalone episodes that are kind of mediocre?
And it's less episodes. It's 10 episodes, people.
Yeah, why is that? That's not good. That's not a good sign.
It's called a longification, I think.
Yeah, they don't want to work.
I mean, if we get a Christmas special, it should technically be 10 plus a Christmas, meaning Christmas is a special.
But I don't believe that he's going to be doing a Christmas special. That doesn't. I think that was the last Christmas stuff we'll see, unless BBC like strong going into doing it. Unless it's a split, which means that one of those 10 is going to be a Christmas episode,
which would not be a special because it will be part of the episode count, and it will be an episode. Meaning 9 plus a Christmas special. That's not it. Always special is not supposed to count towards the work order. It's supposed to be additional, but it's part of the contract that she would do the regular season and a Christmas special.
I think
they always do that, don't they? All the doctors do that.
Yes, but again, they can't include it as like. In other words, they tell you they have always said you have 13 episodes plus a Christmas special, or 12 plus a Christmas special, because that's the definition of special. It's not part of the regular work order. It's a special event.
So why is it actually 10 episodes? Is that to have more money for each episode?
Maybe.
You know?
I have a theory.
Let Vaughn say something.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no. I was going to say it's probably because it's going out as a mystery instead of sci-fi. It's going to be a sci-fi mystery type thing. I think it's going to spread over the 10 episodes. So that's why there are 10. I don't think it's money because they had enough to go over there to Africa to film. So it shouldn't be money involved. It's just the way that the story progression is telling it to do. So it's going to be 10 with one underlying theme out of the 10. Like he did Broadchurch.
Yeah.
That's how he's writing Doctor Who.
Which I have some concerns about because I don't know how that's going to shape up to be. I don't know if it's going to work.
Yeah.
Really. I don't think it's going to turn a lot of people off.
Well, you know what? We really don't know until we see it. I can't even judge it. I mean, we have to see.
And that's what I'm doing. I'm waiting and seeing.
I'm concerned with the marketing. Are we going to be putting Doctor Who on buses all over America? Are they going to put him in Times Square? Like they did with Orphan Black. They put a big thing in Times, like all over the place. Are they going to have new merchandise, toys? Are they going to, like when Doctor Who comes out, is there going to be a big flood of merchandise that's going to bring attention to the show, like T-shirts, apparel, toys? Because if there's not going to be, it's going to phase out and it's going to be fall flat. Right now, all these retailers are carrying less and less of Doctor Who, and it's very concerning.
And when it comes to,
I think Doctor Who's been in decline for a number of years. I mean, you know, this might be just the icing on the cake. I mean, from what I understand, that was the reason why Peter Capaldi was basically fired, because they complained about low toy sales, and then the show took a year hiatus, and it had very low ratings. And from what I had read, it nearly got canceled. And so, what this may be attempt doing 10 episodes is just to save money. It's all about the money. And they were like, well, we got declining revenue because we can't charge as much for advertisement because the ratings are lower, you know, and the toy sales are down, you know, so we're not getting as much revenue, so we need to cut back on expenses. Episodes with sci-fi special effects are expensive. So let's cut it down to 10 episodes. That's what I think it's really about.
And when it comes to the whole merchandise with clothing, are they just going to have her silhouette? Or are they going to actually have her on the merchandise itself?
And obviously they can't have a TARDIS toy set because they don't want to reveal it before the thing comes out.
Yeah.
So is that going to come out after the show's episode? Or is it going to... Yeah. I don't think they're really going to have a big influx of toys.
No, they're not.
I don't think so at all.
Well, interesting you should mention that, because The Last Jedi, they've got tons of Force Awakens and merchandise from that still left over. And there's a video where, I can't remember the user, but he found a lot of toys going for bargain basement deal of, you know, sort of $3 to $1. I mean, we're talking about top of the range merchandise from Darth Vader to that that Asian character Rose.
Well, I think there's a couple of ways they can get Doctor Who back on track. Is they need to go to LucasArts and get the rights to Jar Jar and the Ewoks.
Oh, stop it! All right, we have a minute left. We're gonna get out of here, guys, because we have a countdown.
The stock.
Well, we're going to get out of here. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye for now.